Player prop parlay of the day. It's Sunday, January 26th. It's Conference Championship Sunday. So, of course, we're going to look at NFL. I use a single game parlay boost. I use for this one, I use over at FanDuel. Plenty of books out there, plenty of promos going today. But for now, hit the like button. I'll hit the intro and we'll get into the picks. All right, two games to choose from. Obviously, I like when there's more action, a little bit more choice, but when you're playing for a spot for the Super Bowl, everything should be fun today. Hope you guys are enjoying. First pick, I'm going to go with Jaylen Herz. We're actually going to have two Jaylen Herz picks from this Philadelphia-Washington game. First pick, I'm going passing yards. I'm going with the under. You got 193.5. Projection model has it at 175.6. He's been under in four of the last three straight games, 6 of the last 10. They're just relying on the run. And I think they're going to continue to do so in this game. Before I get into that, let's take a look at the opposing defenses. Pulling up some of the rankings over at teamrankings.com. Opponent rushing yards per game. You can run on the Commanders. Give up the third most rushing yards per game this season. You got Saquon Barkley who's going to run. Jaylen Herz is going to run. More about that in a second. And you want to try and keep the ball out of Jaden Daniels' hands. What does that mean? It means less passing yards overall for Jaylen Herz. And they haven't had to air the ball out, and I think they're going to be able to run the ball down the Commanders' throat yet again. You do not want to get in a shootout with this Commanders team. That being said, you can also look here at the passing defenses, opponent passing yards per game, and you can see that Washington is the 5th best passing defense in the league in terms of yards per game. So tough defense to throw on. You can run on them. On top of the game script, I'll take my Jaylen Herz under 193.5 passing yards as our first pick today. I'll show you the whole slip here at the end. Second play, I'm staying on Jaylen Herz, and we just looked at the rushing yards allowed, and we saw you can run on the Commanders. I'll go with Jaylen Herz. The Saquon Barkley line is crazy. I wouldn't bet on it either way because he could pop off for 200, obviously, at any time. Insane season. But 30.5 for Jaylen Herz. Our projection model has it at 41.42. He's been over in 5 straight games, 9 of the last 10. He's got a great matchup to run in. There's no reason for me not to take this over. Probably my favorite play on the board here is this Jaylen Herz straight up rushing prop if you're looking for one bet. But for a parlay, we want to put out 3 plays. So what are we going to pair this with? We're going to go to the AFC Championship game, and a name that years ago we were all saying all the time and falling off a little bit. I'm going to look at DeAndre Hopkins more than 23.5 receiving yards. Projection model has it up at 38. He's been over just 3 of the last 5 games, only got targeted once against Houston. I think Andy Reid's going to want to get him back involved. You would think the coverage is going to funnel towards Xavier Worthy, towards Travis Kelce, leaving. We just need a couple receptions from DeAndre Hopkins. Should be able to get a little bit downfield to cover this 23.5 number. Good odds here. You can get 22.5 over at BetMGM, but obviously you can't mix and match books. We're doing a parlay play, and we're looking at FanDuel today. Last 10 games, by the way, he had a run being over it. Last 2 has gone a little bit quiet. I think they're going to try and get him involved here. Over in 8 of the last 10. In terms of can you throw against Buffalo, we've seen these teams have crazy shootouts before. And for a team in the playoffs, Buffalo does allow, they're in the top 12, top half of the league in terms of passing yards allowed. I do think there's going to be a lot of points in this one. I think the trend continues between these two teams. Should be a lot of fun. And I am on the over for DeAndre Hopkins. So let's put those 3 plays together. Here's our same game parlay plus, I guess it would be over on FanDuel. I use the boost. Plus 526 becomes plus 683. And here's the recap. It's Jaylen Herz on the under for passing yards, Jaylen Herz over for the rushing yards, and DeAndre Hopkins over for receiving yards. Those are my 3 favorite plays. You want more picks, plays, promo codes, tons more sportsbook bets, underdog, prize picks, sleeper, better, all the good stuff. Join us in the DFS Army props package Discord. Link in the bio or in the description on YouTube. Hope you guys check that out. See you in the Discord for more plays today. That's what we got. Let's try and cash this almost plus 700 play on Championship Sunday. Good luck, and I'll see you next time.